welcome back to Drinking by My Shelf. My name is Emma and this is April's, is that what month it is? April's Let Me Entertain You video. This is the video where I tell you about non-bookish things, all of the films and TV shows and music and games that have been entertaining me over the last month and I think might entertain you as well. So let's start with movies. I don't watch enough movies to do this really. In last month's Let Me Entertain You video I talked about Captain Marvel, and I think I've literally only seen one more film since then, which is Shazam. So I'm going to tell you about Shazam. Even though I didn't actually love it, but I thought it was really enjoyable and has so many good things going for it that I still want to recommend it to people a lot, even though I didn't love every second of it. So Shazam is a superhero movie, and here's some trivia I've been learning. I'm new to the whole world of superhero movies, but I just learned that Shazam was originally called Captain Marvel. It was in fact called Captain Marvel before the Marvel one was called Captain Marvel. It's just that that one then came along and took the trademark so that this one can't be called Captain Marvel anymore. So, basically, I just have seen only movies called Captain Marvel this year. Anyway, Shazam. So Shazam is has a much more family movie feel, much more of a kid-friendly feel. It's about a superhero who is a teenage boy, but when he says the word Shazam, he turns into a superhero who's an adult. So there's lots of jokes basically around that. It's kind of great for people who aren't fans of superhero films because it's actually more of just a family movie and about this lovely foster family. Super diverse film as well, which I really appreciated. So the foster family is made up of kids of lots of different nationalities. So that was great to see. And especially I don't want to say too much, there are some great cameos, which honestly, I feel for most of the movie I was just gently enjoying it. It was the kind of movie that I saw it at the cinema and I probably would have liked it more if I'd watched it in bed on Netflix on the weekend for most of it, because I was yeah, it's fine, it's a cozy movie. It got to the end and I was oh my god, I love this movie so much, because the cameo I really want to talk about but I can't because I won't spoil it. There's one particular cameo that is just perfect. I squealed for joy, but all of the cameos are amazing and the whole ending is just really, I just love what they did with it. It was really heartwarming and lovely and wholesome and family fun, but also really empowering to see. So that's the only cryptic answer I can give you about Shazam. But yeah, I really do recommend it. I know I'm sending mixed signals because it's not an amazing film, but I just really appreciate what they did with it. So I want to recommend it to people. And it entertained me, and that's what this video is all about. Okay, TV shows. I have been watching Jane the Virgin. It is back on our screens for the last season ever, which is really sad because I think this is my favourite show of recent times. That tied with The Good Place maybe. I just absolutely love Jane the Virgin. I don't want to give any spoilers about this current season, but in order to talk about it, I will just have to give away something that happened at the end of last season. So if you're really far behind, just skip forward. I will put a time code down there for when I finish talking about Jane the Virgin. So I think I am probably one of the only people left alive who is still so firmly Team Michael. I think Raphael is a blank piece of paper and I'm not interested in him. Michael is my heart, but apparently that's a really unpopular opinion because I've seen lots of people doing Twitter polls and Raphael's always winning. People are tweeting ugh, we don't like Michael. I love Michael, and this season is great for people who are Team Michael because as we saw at the end of last season, he came back, and this season explores why he came back and what's happening now. And oh my god, it's such a typically telenovela storyline, but they're doing it so well, and Gina Rodriguez is acting her heart out. There was in the second episode or something, there was a moment where she had a full 9-minute monologue or something where she it didn't cut once, it was all in one take and she smashed it. She's so good. Also, there was a montage. I can't say what happened. Something happened and there was a little montage to signify what happened, and I've maybe watched that montage 73 times. I just lie in bed and watch it on repeat because it's so heavenly. Oh my god, I'm loving what they're doing this season. I'm nervous to see where it's going to go because I just really want to be Team Michael all the way, and I don't know if that's what everyone else wants. I feel like the show's going to listen to what most people want. I'm so sad it's the last season, honestly. If you haven't seen Jane the Virgin, it is one of the best things on TV, I promise. It's so clever, it's so funny, it's really political, which I really like, And it's ridiculous, like the storyline is completely ridiculous, but that's because it's inspired by telenovelas, which have these like very typical soap opera storylines, but it's like a very, very clever, self-aware remake of those, and there's nothing like it. There is nothing else like it. Music! Okay, what have I been listening to in April? I finally, even though I've already watched the movie like 100 times, only just downloaded the To All the Boys I Loved Before soundtrack. So I've basically been listening to that on repeat because that soundtrack is so good. So good. And also I've been listening to a lot of AJR. So I talked before in another of these videos, I got really obsessed with the AJR song 100 Bad Days. Excuse me, construction worker right outside my window. Could you not? Oh, he stopped. I hope he didn't hear me. Yeah, so AJ have this song 100 Bad Days, which is really good, and I've been listening to their whole back catalogue now. The music is so weird. It sounds like stuff I would have loved when I was like 15, some of it, but also like that I love it now. It's hit and miss. Their album from 2017 or whatever is definitely hit and miss. There are some songs that you're like, what the balls is this? But there are some really great ones. And then they have these new songs coming out, like 100 Bad Days, and there's one called Birthday Party, which is like from the perspective of a baby who's just been born, who's like 1 minute old, and it's their kind of naive hopefulness about the world, and it makes me really sad to listen to. I just think they're great. I think they're really odd, but I really like their music. So those are the two albums that I have been listening to. Games. I have a new game I've been playing, and that is Psych. So Ellen DeGeneres, she does those phone games, like she did Heads Up. She's now got a new game called Psych, and there's also a kind of spin-off one called And the Truth Comes Out. So Psych is basically Boulder Dash. If you've ever played Boulder Dash, it's like that but on your phone. So everyone has to download the app, and you all have your phone there, and you just sit around typing on your phones, being very antisocial, but it's really funny. So Boulder Dash is basically where it gives you a word, and then the definition, or a movie title with the plot summary or something like that. And everyone has to submit their answer for what they think the definition of that word might be. And then up on your screen comes all of the submitted answers plus the real one, and you have to guess which one you think is the real one. And you get points if people vote for your answer, basically. And it's really funny. I really, really enjoy it. And then the spin-off And the Truth Comes Out one is more kind of about the players. So when you put in your names, it comes up with questions about you and about your friends, and you have to kind of pick the funniest answer. And I've been playing it for hours. It's a great drinking one. It's great. I love games. Okay, and finally, my last entertaining thing is a YouTuber. My favourite YouTuber this month has been Molly Burke. I have been watching so many of her videos. She's so great. So a lot of you will already know who she is. She's not a booktuber, but she's a YouTuber who is blind, and she makes a lot of videos about being blind and about having a guide dog and her experiences. Also, a lot of her videos are about fashion, and oh my god, she's so cool. She's so cool. So she has this incredible fashion taste, and she's talked a lot about how she shops. So a lot of it's through feeling the materials. She's really good at feeling how good quality clothes are. She can kind of feel how they fit on her body. She can see light, so if something's sequins, she can kind of see the sequins. So she always says that she likes those. And she does these videos where, so she's done a lot in the past where she'll collab with another YouTuber and she'll go and pick outfits for them, and she's incredible. She picks such good outfits for them. And now she's doing a series where she shops online from different websites. So it's called like, I shopped online without help from blah blah blah. And then she tries them on when they arrive and decides whether or not she likes them. And they're just really interesting. I mean, I love her anyway because I love her fashion sense, and she's so fun and bubbly. I just really like her personality. But also it's just really interesting to get an insight to how a blind person does these tasks in a totally different way from how I would approach them, but actually that she's so much more knowledgeable about fashion than I am, and that she picks these outfits so much better. So it's just a different way of finding an outfit, not a worse way or a more disadvantaged way. So she's great. Really like her. Also, she always has like pink and purple hair, and it looks really cool. Oh, that's it. That's the end. Those are all the entertaining things. Okay, great. So do let me know in the comments what has been entertaining you in the month of April. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And hit that subscribe button below because I post videos twice a week, generally. Also, you can go over to Book Break. I post a video once a week over there. I am all over the internet. All my social media and stuff is also down there. Cool. That's it. I'll see you next time.